What's going on, everyone? Supreme Kami over here. So let's go over what we're gonna have for Thursday night update over here. So we are gonna be getting the version 3.2 update around next week because they talk about next arena is not gonna be available because they are gonna be implementing a 3.2 update already. This is actually a week faster than I had anticipated. I thought it's gonna be like the following week because this week they have just dropped like in terms of like they drop what is gonna be part of the 3.2 update, which I'll probably go over in like an upcoming video. It's not gonna be in this one. You guys can definitely check it out right now. It's currently like available, but I'll definitely go over it just to see what we have. But just kind of to talk about some big changes they're gonna be adding. They are gonna be adding 7-star over here, so that is like another milestone of power creep, which I don't even think we need in game. Just because of the fact that we don't have any content to kind of back that up. I don't think there's any hard content you need that much power to begin with. I think the only thing that people might need it is if you guys are like a hardcore play that is a hardcore play for arena specifically, that in that regards you might want to get yourself like the highest rarity as soon as possible, get your stuff all the way to 7-star. But other than that, if you talk about like let's say battle circuit, I think battle circuit at this point in time it's just a pretty easy mode to kind of beat down. Even if you're like a new player, if you guys did let's say fully max out your welfare unit for the week or like any of the other week, I think it's sufficient. It should be sufficient enough to kind of take it out. So I think having like a 7-star right now in this current state, I don't think it matter all that much. Like I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like really hard to get out those material. That's probably gonna be for sure. So I'll definitely read over what they're gonna have in the upcoming video. So in terms of what we have for tonight over here, so they talk about not having arena. They have dropped some, what is it? Some new standard pickup caps right there. Let's see. So in terms of what we have for tonight, they drop another rival banner over here. So this is gonna be the All-Star 5 parts guarantee step up banner over here. So they did this last time when we had the Ultra banner, and they this is like an A and B competition right now. Be like this banner is good, while the one we have right now is extremely good as well. So let me actually dive down into this, kind of dissect what you guys need to know about these banners. It's pretty straightforward. This one is gonna grant you 10, right? If we hop over to the banner real quick, like the one we have for tonight is gonna grant you 10 Sokai parts. But you don't know what you're gonna get, so you might get one of the older ones, like let's say Zeta, and which is probably not the best unit to be looking at. This one I would encourage, if you guys are definitely subbing on this one, for example, right, if you guys are going to this banner, I would highly suggest you guys finish the whole rotation, which would cost you, how much did this even cost you? Let me see. Okay, let me take a look at the horrors over here. So 900. Okay, is this gonna be like a 7,500? Yeah, this is looking like a 7,500 like banner over here. So the drop rate is definitely not that good on this one. So 16%, 71, then 71, dropping it down to 16%, and then 71, 100%. So you are gonna be guaranteed right there. And then last but not least, you are gonna be a guaranteed 100%. 10 out of 10 is gonna be Sokai tier parts and Gundam Fest part. You might think this is probably like the better banner, but if you guys do also take a look at the freebie, they're not handing out any, let's say, L badges. So for example, you did not summon on any of this prior unit, for example, you did not do any multi, you won't even be able to alter any of these over here because you will need the individual L badges, which this banner does not offer. While this one over here, this one right here is not going to offer as much, let's say, parts in comparison, but if you complete the whole thing, this one should allow you to at least get one right here. So after you finish up to the 4th step right here, so this is more or less you're looking at you spending 4,500 on a spot, so you will be able to get yourself a part tickets right here as well as an L badge. So in that regard, this banner looks a little bit more intriguing because you can pick a part right out the bat and just kind of use it to its full capacity. While if you summon on this one right here, right, this one does not even get you any L badges. So if you did pull on any of the older ones, you're pretty much stuck with a parts that is pretty much useless on the spot. So I don't know, right? Me personally, if I was recommending it for new players, I feel like, if you talk about in the likes of new players, I I would say this banner is definitely a forgo, because any new box would need to have like a lot of parts to kind of begin with, and I feel like having 10 new or even if you guys have them already, right? Having 10 extra soul card part is definitely gonna be a lot more better than you talking about. I don't even know. Are there any guarantees out with this one? Let me take a look at the draw rate. I don't think there's step 3 is the guarantee, so you are gonna be at least like, let's say you stop at step 4 and you don't want to go all the way to step 9, because this banner all in all is gonna cost you, if you're gonna do from step 1 to 9, it's gonna cost you 12,000, while the other one, this one right here, this one is only gonna cost you 7,500. You are gonna get like 10 soul card parts in this one over here, for example, while this one does not. So it's more or less like a trade-off, if you will. This one you can literally use the part to its maximum potential on the spot, while this one you're gonna have to wait. You will literally have to wait until they release some other like campaign where you can get Albertus or whatnot. So the power is definitely in your hand, but I would definitely, for new players, I would definitely recommend this one, just because of the fact that you can use all these 10 parts and just kind of expand, which you guys need to be working on. I feel like it's not a bad option. Like if you guys do want to hop back into this one, definitely you can do that. You can just kind of say summon up to step 4 and you can secure one L badge and one pick apart. You don't even need to go all the way up to like step 9. If you do another step, let's say you go up to, I don't know, like step 5 for example, 5 to 7, right? Let's say you go up to 5 and 7, you still get these two, right? So these are definitely like the two main things you want to be having. So this one is good, like, you know, I don't know to be honest, but this one is definitely has its advantage because of L badges. Like L badges is, I gotta say, it's probably one of the more limited items, because if any of you guys did not summon on, like did not perform a multi summon, right? Because only multi summon will grant you these right here. If you guys did not do that, you're not really getting the L badges for the individual parts. So but do let me know which banner, if you guys are going to be summoning for example, or just kind of talk about which one is the better one. Do let me know what are your opinion on these two banners. This one right here, the Ultra banner, definitely has its own uniqueness for having, let's say, Albertus. Like that is arguably the hardest thing to be getting, or even unattainable at times, right? While this one, although you are going to be getting 10 Soga parts, but what are the chances you can fully use them? That is up in the air, right? That is something you can't really answer in the spot. So yeah, this one also does grant you one. So after you perform, so no, this one right here. So after you perform all the steps right here, then you can get like the SP ticket. You need 5, right? So they're only dropping from step, what is it? They're dropping from step 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. So they're only giving out 5 up to that point. So you would have to do like a whole rotation in order to get that, which is going to be a little bit more costly if you talk about like what is the benefit of this one. So I think all in all, like this one, I would still give it like a higher rating in terms of like going for it. This one is more or less if you guys really want 10 soul cup parts. You guys don't too much care about having 10 random part. I will have to say going for this one is probably the smarter choice, because like if you guys take a look at right over here, you guys can definitely pick which part you want. Like I would definitely recommend any of the recent, like all the top choices out here. Like look, you can pick your Albertus right there. That is like obviously good, right? The STV ticket, it is gonna cost you 5, but like both of them is literally having the same unit, while this one is gonna cost a little bit more, I guess, if you ask me. In terms of the part selection, I would have to say you want to pick anywhere from double shield Kwanzaa up to here, right? Like those are probably like your main stat sticking, like your 40% trade if anyone cares about those. These are definitely the ones you want to be looking at. Double shield Kwanzaa for the double 40% trade arms for melee. The GN Ultron, you want the head for the double 40% trade for the head part right there for melee again. And then, you know, in terms of EX skill, I think people would ask me like, oh, what are your recommendations for EX skill or casting EX skill in general? I would definitely leave those up to your discretion, because like literally any EXQ would hit around the same amount of damage anyways, so there's really no point of saying, oh, which one is better. In terms of like, I will have to say you guys still have to take a look into the effects and see which one give you the better one. Obviously, you guys got to check out which one gives you like what a like this basically checks the effect and see which one it kind of give you like a bang for a buck. For example, I'll definitely go for that route. If you're looking for melee, see if they're gonna offer you like a 40%, 49% at max. I think 40% at base level 1 after alteration. It's more or less for both. So if you can see 40%, let me see if I can bring up an example real quick. This one right now. The phantom backpack, right? So see if they will offer something along the line of like, oh, melee attack to your squad up by a certain amount of percentage. I would say this one is probably not a pickup for me personally, because like, oh, this one is only at 29%. Up to alteration, it will only run up to what, 39%. So it's not like the highest what is the race right there. But this one in terms of the phantom backpack does have a pretty nice glowy effect. So that's why originally I summoned for this banner. But that's just kind of my example for you guys over there. But in terms of EXO, you guys can definitely pick whichever one you like. In terms of your own personal favorite. It's not more or less like how good they perform in a way. So yeah. But other than that, like just any of these up here, like any of these are definitely good. And then all the other ones, I'm not really gonna be recommending it, except let's say, I don't know, like once again, the Cosmo Shield from the Build Strike over here. This one over here, probably the only one I'll recommend. I'll have the older ones. There's definitely a lot of good older ones, but you guys can definitely check out my other video talking about. Remember, like a few days ago, we had that was that Thanksgiving. They like during that Thanksgiving period, they gave us a window to pick up all those like 5-star pick tickets and all that. I definitely did a video talk about like which one I recommend. You guys can definitely check it out and just kind of see which are my recommendation on that list as well. But other than that, that is gonna be pretty much it. I'm still gonna stay to my ground that I feel like the Ultra banner is gonna be a lot more valued. It's gonna be a lot more cheaper, so you guys can definitely save up your horse for, let's say, Christmas around. I'm sure they're gonna drop some banger on Christmas in terms of like banners, because last year they dropped a pretty incentivized banner, but I'm pretty sure this year around they would do a lot more better job, because like we have gone through so many different types of like banner structure, and I feel like the Ultra right now is probably the best model we have seen so far. Just offering out badges, like this is more or less like getting all like one and all inclusive. You get out badges, you get one port at your own choice at a cost of 4,500. Like you can never ask anything better than that. So this is probably gonna be my choice for you guys. And then, but with that being said, that is gonna be pretty much it. And then I'll catch you guys all on the next one.